It's me. It's that God of Wrestling, episode 2 of DVD review. Today's DVD I'm talking about is WWE's top 25 rivalries in wrestling history. Now, I got a really well done DVD. I actually was a fan of DVD. So I did agree with some I agreed with. Yeah, certain interviews, and it's talking about all these matches. I was supposed to throw in who saw this or saw they were talking about the matches where rivalries with Road Dogg, Shane Douglas, Steve Guerrero, Mick Foley, Ted DiBiase Jr., Paul Heyman, Bret Hart, Cody Rhodes, Mean Gene, Jerry Lawler, Joey Styles, Michael P. Hayes, Billy Gunn, Lita, CM Punk, Dusty Rhodes, Jim Ross, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, The Miz, Big Show, referee Tommy Young, Dolph Ziggler, and Vince, the man who ruined wrestling himself. Number 25 of this list, I thought it was a pretty good position on the list. Triple H and Mick Foley. Triple H and Mick Foley are number 25 on this list. Yeah. I thought it was a really good feud. Feud started at the 1997. Cumulative final Triple H would win. It turned into a Triple H became WWF champion, turned heel in the Man Helmsley era. He would face Mick Foley as Cactus Jack and a street fight at the 2000 Royal Rumble, the better street fight I've ever seen. Go on to a classic Hell in a Cell match at the following pay-per-view where Triple H would win again. It's great, that what I say about it was really well. The feud was really well done. Yeah, Triple H is the ultimate heel. Mick Foley is the ultimate face. Really, the Foley was very loved, very respected. Number 24 is the ECW feud. Is the Cuban suplex between Taz and Sabu. Taz lost Sabu for a year. They have a match at Pro League 97. Taz beats him. Those good tag champions. This feud really helped ECW a lot. I mean, you had Taz with the best from right. It's just suplexes. No one suplexes Taz did. Sabu was a risk taker. It was a great feud. ECW. Great wrestling. You always knew they get a good match out of those two. So 23 is Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. I mean, talk about history here. The series of WCW matches they had. The LWO. When they were tag team champions. When Rey beat Eddie at WrestleMania 21. Eddie's heel turn he could never beat Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio in the ladder match it was actually I think a month after that Eddie beat Rey for the first time in a steel cage match, right? Yeah, I can't remember exactly when that was, but I knew it was actually that ladder match. 22 is probably the most violent feud ever. Pretty older fans would know exactly what I'm talking about. Bruiser Brody for Abdullah, probably the most insane man in professional wrestling. Butcher. This feud started in Japan. It went all over the world, made it all over the world. You had Abdullah's manager Gary Hart, who was a great speaker for Abdullah. The thing that showed this rivalry, people actually thought Abdullah was crazy. They were good matches, always bloody. It was always bloody matches. Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper. I think should be higher on the list. Piper attacked Mr. T, which was WrestleMania 1. The history with WCW with Piper finally beat Hogan in WCW. Roll the switch. Number 20, John Cena versus CM Punk. In my eyes, the best John Cena feud. Let's talk about his shoot. They all started with CM Punk's shoot. They all started with that. Then we see Punk beat Cena at the 2011 Money in the Bank. Punk beat Cena at SummerSlam, the All Pay Per View. Punk beat Cena at Night of Champions 2012. I think the first time Cena beat Punk like 3 weeks before WrestleMania. Number 19 is the best technical feud on this list. Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. It all started when Brock won the 2003 Royal Rumble, beat Kurt at WrestleMania 19. Kurt will return their favorite, beat Brock at SummerSlam that year. And I think it's SmackDown or something like that. Some weeks later on SmackDown, they had a great 60-minute Iron Man match with Brock Lesnar would win back the title. It's great. Number 18, Randy Orton versus Triple H. It all started with Triple H kicks Orton out of Evolution. Orton ended up attacking the fans after winning the 2009 Royal Rumble. Orton, Triple H beat at WrestleMania 25. It's been all good. We've seen stretcher matches, 3 Seasons of Hell matches. We've seen last man standing matches. It's been, I thought it was a decent feud, the WrestleMania 25 match wasn't really that good. Number 17, Vern Gagne versus Nick Bockwinkel. The biggest feud in history. The feud lasted 20 years. I mean, I think, Nick Bockwinkel was he paved the way for a lot of people. If you look at Nick Bockwinkel and you look at Chris Jericho when he turned heel, there's a lot of resemblance. Chris Jericho does a lot with Nick Bockwinkel. It's very cool. Number 16, Mankind versus Undertaker. You have the Boiler Room Brawl or Paul Bear, Undertaker. You have the Buried Alive match where Mankind won, and a great Hell in a Cell match. These guys always put on good matches. I always enjoy it. Number 15 is a real personal thing for me. It's ECW feud that really made me a wrestling fan. Tommy Dreamer versus Raven. Made me a fan of ECW. The feud was, all of that summer camp, that whole big storyline there about Bill McGillicuddy. 3 years, Tommy Dreamer couldn't beat Raven. Raven always won. Always. Raven was always winning. Raven was leaving. He was walking out. He was going to WCW, and Tommy Dreamer wins. And just the cry, fans' emotion when Tommy Dreamer finally won. It was great. It was great. It was perfect. It's one of the best, I think, one of the most well-done feuds of history. Number 14 is Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. I think should be higher on the list. Let's go back to their first ever matchup was at Ground Zero in 1987. They have had the first ever Hell in a Cell match, one of the best things you'll ever see. If you also remember the final 2 of the 2007 Royal Rumble and the first 2 of the 2008 Royal Rumble. Legendary matches at WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 26. One of the best well-done feuds. It's a really great feud if you look back at the history. Also, their casket match. Get that one. Number 13 is Triple H versus The Rock. It all started in 97, didn't it? 96, 97. Triple H was a blue blood. Rock was Rocky Maivia. Rock was a rookie. He debuted. He beat Triple H for the IC title. Now, this is going later in time, and you had DX versus the Nation of Domination. Then the great IC title ladder match at SummerSlam where Triple H would win. And then we'd see talk about even later in their careers when they were doing it with the title. Austin was injured. Him and Rock, Triple H and Rock, had a beautiful 60-minute Iron Man match with Shawn Michaels as the referee. This is great stuff, guys. Number 12. I think it's in the right place on the list. It's to a point if you look back at it. John Cena versus Edge. Edge, start with Edge cashing in. Cena won it back following the Royal Rumble. Edge would beat John Cena in Boston, which is Cena's hometown. Last night, Cena wins it back in Edge's hometown in Edge's match, Cena match. I mean, it's a great feud. Also, I think in 2009 they rekindled the feud at WrestleMania 25 and the last man standing match. Number 11, Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage. You talk about the best handshake in the world, the Mega Powers. Hogan helped Savage win the WWE title. I think at WrestleMania 4, was it? Savage turned on Hogan, and then Hogan would beat Savage. At WrestleMania 5, they would rekindle their feud, and WCW didn't really mean as much to me. Number 10, Magnum TA versus Tully Blanchard. This feud was based over the United States title. It became the most personal feud in the 80s. Magnum was married to Tully's ex-wife, so it was real heat. There was heat there. And people have always said it was one of the most brutal steel cases you ever see. I've seen a couple of them. It could be. Number 9 was Undertaker and Kane. The backstory of it. Kane's Undertaker's little brother. Kane's debut, and then it was a Royal. I think it was a Royal Rumble where Kane was Undertaker. Shawn had a casket match. Kane helped Shawn win. They put the casket on fire. Taker would return like 2 weeks later and accept his challenge for WrestleMania. Kane would beat Kane at WrestleMania 14. Back in 2003 Survivor Series, Kane buries Taker alive. Taker returns at WrestleMania 20, beats Kane again. And the 2010 feud over the World Heavyweight title was great. I liked it. And it all came full circle. They reunited at Raw 1000. You know, good show. Number 8, Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. This is the best tag team feud of all time. These matches they've had, triangle ladder match, the first TLC matches, the Hardys and Dudleys had the first ever tables match, steel cage matches. This is the greatest tag team rivalry of all time. It's my opinion. It's a lot of people's opinions, and that might be the truth because it's fact. They did everything. They really bring tag team wrestling greats. Number 7, probably the greatest feud ever in NWA history, or WCW history. Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair. Anybody that knows Ric Flair idolized Dusty Rhodes. Great chemistry. When Flair turned on Dusty, it was big. People hated Flair. The War Games. The first 2 War Games was 4 Horsemen against the Dream Team. Number 6, the Von Erichs versus Fabulous Freebirds. You gotta love it. It was starting out, they're all 6 friends. Freebirds turned heel. They always put up the show every fucking night. Great cage matches. It was classic. Good versus evil. It's a great story too. You can't argue. Number 5, I agree with the spine of this list. The Rock versus Stone Cold, the feud of the 90s. It all started when Rock was Rookie of the Year. It really pissed Austin off. Rock and Austin feud over the IC title for a little while. Rock becomes a corporate champ, and they feud over the WWF title. 3 WrestleMania matches for Austin. WrestleMania 15, WrestleMania 17, and WrestleMania 19 was the 3 matches. Rock only won the last one. Number 4, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, the best friends. Andre then would join Bobby the Brain motherfucking Heenan and turn heel. Hogan wins at WrestleMania 3. And at the main event, we see Andre joins Ted DiBiase. They screw Hogan. He gets tired of DiBiase. His body's vacated. You can't do that. Number 3, Ric Flair versus Ricky the fucking Dragon Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat's best feud. Matches were wrestling at its greatest. It was many minute matches. I will. One match I have seen was a 90-minute 2 out of 3 falls match. Ricky Steamboat successfully defending world title at the New Orleans Superdome. It was really great. Makes you happy to be a wrestling fan when I watch it. Number 2 on the list, it deserves to be number 2. Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. The Rockers versus the Heartbreakers. Great feud there. The first ever ladder match in WWE was Bret Hart defeating Shawn for the IC title. This legendary 60-minute Iron Man match, Shawn finally won it. The Montreal Screwjob, one of the darkest days of wrestling. And then in 2010, a big hug, bury the hatchet, went full circle. Number 1, this ain't gonna be no surprise to all you wrestling fans out there. You guys know who it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon. The cement in the Corvette, the beer truck, everything. St. Valentine's Day Massacre, everything. This is a really good DVD. I would recommend it. It is on Netflix too. If you guys want to watch it there, you can buy it at the store. But so there will probably be another video tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, or I will be posting a video possibly tonight. Depends how things go. I might be probably a flashback review, but tomorrow night there will be a Raw review, and you know that is true with me. It's me, the God of wrestling. Have a good day, y'all.